Call me Mr. Ed because that's actually a vibe.
Is the Grand Floridian Cafe better than Olivia's Cafe?
Prince Bear here, and we're at Grand Floridian, the Florida's #1 white gilded cage, because we have questions to answer.
For brunch.
People love brunch, and you gotta find out which one's the best. So it's your #1 choice of food infotainment. We're gonna answer that for you. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not standing in a bird cage today.
Be sure to enjoy your breakfast.
You heard the girl.
Now the champagne here is not vegan, so I can't do mimosas, so I decided to start my meal with a non-alcoholic, vegan, gluten-free, pineapple-jalapeno margarita. Cheers. That's lovely. And I'm not a pineapple person, but this is just as good as the drink that we get at the Backwater Bar at Islands of Adventure at Universal, which is like a top tier jalapeno drink for us. I don't even like pineapple, and I love this. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. This is an amazing specialty drink, and I highly recommend it.
We have a zero-proof cocktail, a zero-proof spirit for breakfast. Pineapple margarita. Interesting. The jalapenos floating in there, a nice pineapple wedge. It looks margarita size, and if it looks like a margarita and it cracks like a margarita, then it must be a margarita, right? It's got this 808 garden spirit in it.
108.
108 garden spirit in it. I'm happy to see that we're seeing more and more of these zero-proof spirits sort of like proliferate throughout the resorts. That's what I'm looking for. Infiltrate, probably a better word. But especially for us that don't like alcohol for whatever reason, you have tasty drinks, tasty cocktails. This, if you told me it was a margarita, I believe you, 100%. It's tasty, it's got a nice little spice to it, and it's the kind of spice that I like. Spice, it doesn't sacrifice flavor. A little front of the mouth tickle, maybe like a 1.5 out of 10 on the spice scale, but it's a good cocktail. And good cocktail is a good cocktail, no matter how much alcohol it's got in it. So 4.75 out of 5 claws. If you ever wanted to try one, now is the time. It's breakfast time. So for breakfast, I decided I wanted a Chipotle spicy margarita. You have Florida shrimp on top, some slice of chorizo. Looks like we have some celery and an olive with a salted rim. Spice first thing in the morning will keep you young. I have no proof to back that up whatsoever. Now you can get a non-alcoholic Bloody Mary here. This one definitely has the alcohol in it. It's got a lot of salt. I can do without the salt. So as far as spicy goes, it's 3, 4 out of 5. Give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's Bloody Mary. Let's try with some of this stuff on top. Let's give it a dunk. A little dunkaroo. We dunk things here. It will definitely give you your Bloody Mary fix for the day, but I feel like we've had better stacked Bloody Marys at Universal. As far as Disney goes, I suppose it's okay. 3.5 out of 5 plus. I will say, in the battle of the brunches, this is definitely a better Bloody Mary than Olivia's.
To my complete and utter shock, our server brought me an Erin Mckenna's biscuit with Earth Balance butter to have, since Bear gets biscuits and butter. It's heated, so it was brought like in a bag and reheated, so Chef Mike was involved, but it's a little bit better because it's Erin Mckenna's. Oh, I put too much butter. And I'm okay with Chef Mike being involved in this scenario because he's involved at my house when I get Erin Mckenna's like veggie bombs. It tastes like buttery and it's not too dense like the gluten-free ones, even though like the standard Disney gluten-free rolls, even though this is gluten-free. If you're coming here and you don't get a chance to stop over at Erin Mckenna's bakery, you're definitely missing out as a vegan or gluten-free person. They cover all of the top 8 allergies, I think. I think nuts might be questionable. I'm not sure. Check on that. But definitely go or order. It's unfortunate you can't order their cakes at any of these places. You have to go buy it there. But Erin Mckenna's is amazing, and this biscuit is a 5 out of 5. It's a princess's item. We always go to the bakery. We're spoiled because we live here. We get their food way too much, but it's really good. It's worth it.
Disney, I have complained and complained about the state of your gluten-free, allergy-free rolls. I think you may have accidentally stumbled upon the solution here. Erin Mckenna's makes excellent pastries. It's bakery. It's in the name. You can just have them supply all of them. You can just stop. Even if I got to take like a microwaved Erin Mckenna's, that's 1,000 times better than any gluten-free roll, allergy roll you're getting on property. This is the way. You already apparently had the idea. Make it resort-wide. Just do all the vegans and gluten-free people with flavor. Erin Mckenna's is 1,000 times better. It's still got the denseness of that gluten-free roll nature, but 1,000 times better flavor-wise. That's the new bar, and it's high. 4.5 out of 5 plus. I guess this is what they meant when they said our daily bread. I'm getting 2 pieces of bread, 2 things of butter. I got more butter than I got bread. I'm assuming it's 2 different kinds. You have like a regular whipped butter, and here we have I'm gonna say it's some sort of fruit butter. Or it could be onion butter. I can't really tell. I'm guessing it's pineapple or it's onion. I'm hoping it's the former. We're gonna try it and we're gonna find out. If it's coconut, we're gonna have a problem. It's nice and whipped. I think it's onion butter. It's very light though. But I can tell the biscuits are amazing. Nice, warm, fluffy buttermilk biscuits. Nice and soft, nice and fluffy. I approve. All biscuits should be that biscuity. I would give those biscuits 4.5 out of 5 claws. The butter's interesting, but they don't need it.
Last time I had avocado toast from the Grand Floridian Cafe was February 2020. It has definitely changed since then. I'm going to take a small piece of the avocado toast here. And then I'm going to grab some of these tomatoes. Eek, okay. With the, alright. Struggle is real. The Multigrain bread is amazing. I love that every nook and cranny of the multigrain bread is covered with avocado. And then you can just kind of put as much or as little tomato on it as you want, which is nice. It's kind of like create your own avocado toast without the mess. This is peak avocado toast. I want to say this is now in my top 3 favorite avocado toasts, but there's a few pending that we still need to try, so it's tentative. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5 avocado toasts. I don't think it's better than Steakhouse 71.
It's always interesting to see the sort of art form they go with when they do a sort of avocado toast. Sometimes you get little bite-sized pieces of avocado toast. Sometimes you get a boat of avocado toast. Looking at you, Trattoria. Sometimes you get a funny little artistic one, if you go back to the Cillier brunch, which I miss. Every single time we see avocado toast, we're probably never getting a brunch there ever again. But I digress. Back to the toast at hand. It's pretty, it's multigrain, you got tons of these heirloom tomatoes, some arugula. It's toasted, but not toasted so much where it's a pain to cut through. And I like that. That is delicious. I wasn't expecting much, because you've seen some that are, we have stacked with things, like the onion jam at Steakhouse 71, but sometimes just getting the basics right is definitely the way to go. Avocado is smashed. The heirloom tomatoes are nice and bright. You have citrusy coming through. Everything works. Honestly, I would say this is even a prettier plate than what you would get at Olivia's. And if we're hitting them blow for blow, Olivia needs to make this up in the next couple rounds, because right now they're losing terribly. I would give this a 4.25 out of 5 plus. Bananas Foster's Oatmeal. Now, I was expecting just like this little bowl of oatmeal here, which, you know, has a banana in it and like the sauce that you normally get Bananas Foster. Wasn't expecting the muffin. I definitely also wasn't expecting a cup of the White Devil. I am lactose intolerant. This is my number one enemy. Now, there is also going to be some dairy in the oatmeal. That's fine. I can handle a little bit. But this is some beautimous looking oatmeal. Some nice banana slices in here. You get a little mix. Smells wonderful. Let me get a banana piece in there. There we go. That's why we come here. I would say Banana Foster's light. The oatmeal is creamy enough. You can use a dab of maybe like maybe some agave or a little bit of cinnamon as well in there. But I'm not getting enough of the Bananas Foster. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. So here we have the accompanying muffin. Honestly, I probably could have just got the oatmeal if I knew it was coming with a muffin, and I would have been perfectly full for the day. It's got like this crumble on top. It smells delicious, like an oat crumble. The oatmeal, like an oatmeal muffin with your oatmeal. I get it now.
Banana oatmeal.
The princess is actually right. It is a banana bread muffin with oats on top with your Bananas Foster's oatmeal. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but at her suggestion, I'm going to try them both together. I'm going to cut a little bit of muffin. I'm going to drop that right in the oatmeal. I'm going to take a bite. A lot of oats. Call me Mr. Ed because that's actually a vibe. Actually elevates the oatmeal. I'm getting the muffin on its own. 4 to 5 claws together. I'm giving it a 3.75. If you're looking for something lighter fare when you're at around at the park afterwards, or even just coming back for brunch for like a midday nap, this is the way.
This is a by request item. This item is not on the menu, but Grand Floridian Cafe is very accommodating. If there's something that they can make you that you want, they have the ingredients, they'll do it for you. They always have tofu on the menu. I've gotten their miso tofu before, which is amazing. So now we have a tofu scramble, which I'm excited for. Usually it's a just scramble. Tofu is my bae though. Seasoned beautifully. Scrambled gorgeously, herbaceous throughout. Everything is like perfectly evenly seasoned, which is amazing and impressive. With veggies like peppers and onions, lots of turmeric, which is great, flavorful. I have no complaints. It's a softer tofu. It's not like super firm, but that's fine. Like it's great. That's what you want for a scramble. I would give it a 5 out of 5, absolutely. If you don't want an Impossible Burger or the avocado toast or whatever, definitely ask for this. And then it comes with potatoes, beautiful roasted red potatoes. They gave us ketchup. I'm just gonna eat it by itself. It reminds me, there's like some buffets that do potatoes like this where they're just so melt in your mouth. It's almost like eating a mini mashed potato when it just like disintegrates. It's so good. Also a 4.75 out of 5. Overall, the dish is amazing, and I wish they would just put it on the menu because it's equal to all of the other amazing dishes, and tofu is always here. Well, Olivia's used to have a tofu scramble before they changed it to a potato scramble, and it was a little on the oily side. Now they put like little just discs in it, and it's definitely not as good as this scramble. Grand Floridian Cafe is just like up here, and Olivia's is down here. And if it's the battle of the Florida cafes, Grand Floridian wins.
Here's something you definitely don't see too often: a tofu scramble. A tofu scramble looking as beautiful as this. This tofu looks like it had a stylist. I'm just saying. Beautiful color on it, lots of seasoning. You got some sauteed onions in there as well, a little bit of peppers. So you're not just getting boring tofu scramble. You're getting something with some care. This looks like it was on the menu, but it's not. It tastes more like breakfast than anything we've had today so far. The crunch of the veggies, the seasoning on the tofu is excellent. Top tier even. Honestly, This probably costs you less than $1 to make. The number of tomatoes on here and your tofu. And this is more tofu here. And I see in 80% of the dishes that we get that have tofu on the menu. Excellent. Give this 4.75 out of 5 claws. It's a little gritty, the seasonings. Other than that, it's great. It's for breakfast potato. I like a nice roasted breakfast potato. A little roast on all sides. Look at that. Pretty little roast. This is, I haven't even gotten to my food yet. This is like the winner of the day. This is breakfast. I would have usually had this for everything else we had. Even the oatmeal, like this is nice and light. Even over the avocado toast. I'm giving this whole plate a 4.75 out of 5 claws. I'm giving the potatoes a 4.5. This, Olivia's, it's a knockout. I'm sorry. I even have it on the menu and it's no better than it. Step your game up. And bring back the Soleil brunch. I want the Soleil brunch back.
Just so you guys know, anywhere you see Mickey waffles on the menu, that means they have the allergy waffles on the menu. And if they have the allergy waffles on the menu, those are vegan, because you can get Mickey waffles everywhere. Well, except for some quick service stands. When I say everywhere, I mean table service. So, I'm going to do the traditional... Oh, thank you. Here. Butter. Now I'm gonna dip instead of pour because that's what I do. Cheers. There's nothing better than a perfectly cooked, perfectly crunched Mickey waffle. And that's exactly what this is. It's bonus when you get earth balanced butter, which it has, and I love that. Syrup is great. Love a good Mickey waffle. I'm gonna give it a 4.75 out of 5. I actually feel like Grand Floridian Cafe is just on fire this morning, and I'm here for it.
The Mickey without his ears keeps the day clear. That's not a saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. 95% of the time on this channel, if you're new here, I'm just a bear with the camera. It's given Mickey with a capital M. Perfectly cooked Mickey waffles. I would say more perfectly cooked than anything you're going to find at Chef Mickey breakfast. I know, some of you might get upset by that, but it's true. A good waffle is a good waffle. I don't think Mickey Way shaped waffles taste better than other waffles, but when you put evidence like this in front of me, I pause. I don't agree, but I pause. 4 out of 5 plus.
Fruit salad. And strawberries, cantaloupe, honeydew, and grapes. I can always tell the difference between fresh and been sitting for a bit. This is fresh, which is what you would expect from a place like this. It's fruit-tastic. I would give it a 5 out of 5. Fruits.
Side of fruit. Words-wise, if you ever get any sort of food item here at Disney, be it breakfast, dinner, lunch, at a table service restaurant, and you don't want the side that comes with your food, they probably have something else. My main originally came with fries. Wasn't feeling fries for breakfast. I wanted something a bit healthier. They have fruit, so I got fruit instead. Don't be afraid to ask. Nobody's gonna bite your hand off for asking for a different side. It's your meal, it's your vacation. Do it the right way. No. And strawberries. We got the melons. Huge pieces of the melons. Already I approve. Fresh cut. None of that like weeping, I've been sitting too long skin. None of the disgusting like I got fruit in the syrup. That's how fruit cups should be. Fruit salad, if you want to call it. I can't align fruit with salad. It's just a fruit cup. But it's an excellent fruit cup. 3.75 out of 5. Well, here we have their breakfast sandwich, one of their like nice little signature items on a ciabatta roll. Get a nice little aioli on here with an over easy egg. It's a house-made sausage patty. You got some arugula, some whipped goat cheese down there, and some peppers. It's given spicy. Now it fits oblong. It's weird. The patty is almost square, but the bread is a rectangle. We're putting round pegs in square holes. As long as it tastes good, a bear would never kill it. That is a thick boy. But you have the over easy egg. I like that it was like on the bridge of like over easy and like not like super runny. But like that's a thick patty. Thick, juicy. You got those breakfast spices in there. I like that. I was worried about the goat cheese because goat cheese is a strong flavor that they would like being with the whipped goat cheese they put too much. It's just the right amount. Not to like overpower both the sausage and then the rest of the veggies are on there. And with the aioli, it's a nice little sandwich. It's not a huge portion when you look at it, but the thickness of both the bread, the ciabatta, and the house-made, I stress on the house-made, not just some like frozen dealie, is delicious. It's also very filling. So you probably don't need a whole lot more than this, unless you're just like, I gotta have a smorgasbord for breakfast, and you can do that. It's very good. I'm very surprised. I would come back to this. 4.25 out of 5.
My breakfast dessert is basically going from the non-alcoholic margarita to an alcoholic margarita. This is the grand margarita. It looks grand. I was worried because it's Jose Cuervo that it wouldn't be as good because you guys know I love Patron. That's my jam, but it's actually pretty tasty. I don't think it would be in my top 10 margaritas. This isn't a margarita hotel, but it's nice. It'll go well with my meal. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 margaritas.
I feel like it almost hurt the princess's heart to say the grand margarita with Jose Cuervo in the same section of review because grand for her is not Jose Cuervo. Me, I would drink Jose Cuervo all day long. Cost to effectiveness, Jose all day, every day. Tastes like a long shift at work and cost-effective tequila. It will do the job. But I'm a Magic Kingdom. And then this resort. It's fine. It's grand to me. Don't let her talk bad about you. 4 out of 5 plus. I feel like we had a grand time.
I gotta say, I went into this meal expecting to have a really bad experience, considering that when we went for dinner, we did not have that great of an experience. But breakfast was like the whole different, like 360 experience, totally better than breakfast or dinner.
Breakfast is definitely getting the stamp of approval by far, and if we're definitely coming out Olivia's versus Grand Floridian Cafe.
They won.
Somebody get Olivia's a doctor.
And we got the book signed. We have the most beautiful Donald art, if you can see that. Like, yes, and it's two-sided page this time, so I'm excited about that. And we appreciate all of our cast members that were able to do that for us and just give us this amazing breakfast experience.
Every cast member from big to small deserves all the applause. But if you guys have a different feeling about Grand Floridian Cafe, by all means, let us know in the comments below. If there's anything else you'd like us to do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video and comment. Otherwise, I don't know what Bear's gonna do, but maybe he's gonna yeet himself into this not Bay Lake.
The Seven Seas Lagoon?
Seas Lagoon. You shouldn't do that.
She doesn't even know where she wants to eat me anymore, but you heard the girl.